Let me ask you, you are a retired police officer.
Right.
You know, have you noticed any of the policing around here? Or, I mean, you know, I got pulled over. To give me an idea, you know, I got stopped on the scooter. Just I forgot what it was.
No helmet?
I may have the helmet on the thing, but I didn't have it.
Do it, yeah.
And so the cop says, can I give you a ticket? Can you give me a ticket? Sure, man. Gotta write the ticket out.
Oh, wow.
So it was like wow. In this country, you don't see a lot of police sirens, police chases, police pulling people over, because everybody's just going about.
I gotta wonder about that. I've never seen somebody locked up. You know, they come with the cars in the back where you sit. They have the benches.
Yeah.
And I'm here. What am I here? You're in here. Not once have I seen somebody locked up, whatever the reason.
Right.
I don't think that maybe they're scared to lock up people. I don't know. I don't know what the story with this is.
But
as far as being stopped, I've been stopped, but not like yourself at the checkpoint sometimes.
Yeah.
But they kind of give me the courtesy because the foreigner. They're one of those things. They don't. I don't think they want the competition with the foreigners because we bring money into the country. They know that. I gotta whisper in the air. Without these people, we're hurting. We're the ones that spend.
And there's nothing wrong with here you go. You'll throw them a little something.
Yeah. Well, my downfall now is I said if I'll go to the movies, my wife, senior, like I did with you here. Oh no. I said, well, hey, why not? I'm a senior. You saying senior? You got senior one in. Well, you don't live in the country. You're not a Filipino national. So I got a little annoyed. Yeah, it's okay. Money, spend my money.
Right.
But you're not giving me that. I said, nah, no problem.
Yeah.
Like here, against Starbucks, get a senior break. I didn't ask you. What I did for myself? No problem. It's okay. But if I go to Bacollo, everybody's different.
Yeah.
With the Starbucks, no. That's what we do here. So we don't do it in Bacollo, so I'm sorry.
Wow.
So I had to pay the full price.
Right.
They get some breaks here and there, but they oriented to their own people like that. I mean, it's a different thing to me coming here. It's all one racing, basically. Where we come from, it's all mixed. Here it's just like, well, not all one, but it's basically all Asian. Right?
Yeah.
Made up all Asian.
You know what the biggest problem they have here with foreigners is drunk driving. A lot of them drive on scooters. A lot of them end up in accidents, and a lot of them drink.
I see them both. Well, they're from my ex-pop. They're fucked. If they get fucked driving and drinking somebody, they're gonna throw the book at them over here. I think so.
Wow.
I'm not a drinker no more, but even if I was, I'd be very cautious. Even when I go in the car now, I'm very cautious. When I'm always looking, because you see the way these individuals drive. Especially the scooters.
I had a guy on a scooter on my right side. And I'm driving the van, and I looked, he was gone, and he was on my left side. Pull over, and I almost hit him. He said, "Ooh, if you hit me, what kind of people are you?" Ooh. His wife was on the back seat, and she gave me one of these, look.
Of course.
That's him.
They come in and out, and they're coming out, they drive like, I don't think they gave lessons. Half these people are better. I'm sure don't have no insurance. They're on scooters and that.
Right.
You see, as I do, 2-3 ambulances a day. The hospitals are full with them. They're dead. They die.
Right.
They just die. Unfortunately, I have a friend, nice guy. I met in Bacollo with my wife about 2 months ago. We're there. We just talk like me and we'll get together, whatever. Listen. He liked Dumagetti. She's from Bacollo, the girl, and. He come down. We didn't think of something, So he came down. He surprised me. He came to see. The house was small, so nowhere to put him up. He'd come and say hello. So we went out. We took him out. We went out to eat. I took him out to eat. We had a great, fantastic time with him. Mike, his name was, just got married, newlywed, 2 weeks.
Right.
The wife, Filipino, as a kid. And we went to San Isabel, and we came over here, a little drink, and then we said goodbye. I said, we'll see you again, because he's in the States. He's in Florida. I don't know what he does. He's like a truck dispatcher.
Right.
And he says he's able to work out here, which is a nice thing.
Right.
Unfortunately, he's married 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks he's married, going back. Week and a half later, his wife, the girlfriend, and the wife is her best friend, and the guy are on the bike. They get in an accident. They're all dead.
Wow.
Dead. No helmets. No
wow.
Apparently hit the pole.
Right.
And it was sad. He had to come back. I think he was devastated. He just got married. A nice little wedding.
Wow.
He invited us. We didn't go to Bacollo, go back to Bacollo.
Right.
But when he came here, he was happy as could be. Really a nice guy, Mike. And he lives in Florida. So maybe back in December. I said, I know it's going to take time. I haven't talked to him because
Right.
he's in this depressed state.
Right. Sure.
Nice
Wow.
woman. Nice. There it is, on a mic. And they must have been go real fast, all three today. They didn't get run over by a car or nothing. I'm assuming they hit a pole. Obviously, the pole didn't go.
Was that nighttime or?
That's a good question. No, I think it was in daytime when they took the ambulance.
Wow.
In fact, her daughter, the one they showed the movie, what they were showing me, the friend was moving on the floor, believe it or not, but her brain swelled up, so she died. They took her to the hospital, but the other two died right on the spot. So I don't know, the none were wearing the helmet, so I'm thinking they hit the pillar and they all flew off the bike.
Wow.
So that's what happens, So like I said, I'm related to with the cops. I don't see them, but I get annoyed sometimes. Like I said, in fact, yesterday happened. To give you a good story. When you're first coming into the mall, where the garages I told you, there's a guy parked there.
Yeah.
One time I was parked there, and the security guard came out of his way to tell me, "Say, you can't park there." I'm a minute. I'm not even doing it. All right, I moved the car, no problem, blah, blah, blah. So as it was today, as we talk today, there's a car parked there. I got my balls swimming. Yo, come here. Brain dead, come here. Was a car parked there? He looked at me, I got two asses. I said, what went on? Why is it when I was parked there, not you, one of the other officers made him feel important. I said, well, your officer asked me politely to move the car. And that's fine. But why isn't anything doing now? Now I'm telling you, the car's double parked, there's nobody in the car. They're full of shit. They look, I got to tell them, I wish you would tell them, So I seen that. I get a little, twisted.
Right.
They target me a little bit, I'm going to get a little offended. I'm better than you, but you're going to do the right thing.
Right is right. Yeah.
So I asked him today, it's not right. You do that. Oh, yes, sir. So okay, and let it go,
Okay, before we go, I can't help but to ask you about the election coming up.
Sure.
Real quick, what's your thoughts on the election between Donald Trump and
honestly,
Kamala?
I'm a Republican. I wouldn't lie to you.
Yeah,
that's my main race.
It's not a sin.
I would vote Republican. I would vote. When people ask me before, what do you think as far as the black, white, purple, blue? I says, I voted for Obama, and I make that explicit. I tell the truth. I crossed the line twice with
Obama.
Republican. I'm Republican. I voted Democrat twice. I says, I thought he was okay. I didn't think he was great. But I said, the reason why I voted for him, because I thought he would do more for the country than he did.
Right.
But I based it on him, the knowledge. He's a very smart guy.
Yeah.
Very smart. Nobody's fool. I didn't base it on color, to be quite honest.
Right.
I'm
Okay,
frank. I'm going to tell you like it is. I did not base it. I think anybody, because this election is going to be a race issue. You know that. I know that. And I would hope people would just based on what they like. Knowledgeable, I like him better. He's a screwball. Yeah, he is. He's got a problem. I looked at when he was in office personally. Korea didn't bother us. North Korea, China, etc. He's for the rich. I'm not rich. So why do you go Republican? I always did. I don't think he did that much for us, to be honest with you.
Right.
I liked him. I think the economy is going smoother. Now I go back to the year here under Biden. My coffee, which is $3.50, is $4.57 in Florida, Dunkin' Donuts. Everything's gone, deflation, etc. I can't say much as far as that goes.
I mean, can you really blame it on inflation or rather than price gouging? Because some people take advantage of
it's a two-way street. You'll find price gouging you'll find that a lot in gas stations.
Okay. Yeah.
But unfortunately, he's got to take the brunt. I mean, I like him. I think he's a nice guy. He lost his mind a little bit. I think I know he's losing it. I think he's a gentle person.
Yeah.
I think he's got some conservative in him. I think the Democrats are using him as a puppet to run him. I don't like the idea they talk about this guy Soros. He's a communist.
Right. Okay, right.
I'm not too crazy about that.
Right.
I just hope for the best whoever's there, because it's not going to do nothing. Let's be honest.
We're in the Philippines.
Well, I live here. Yeah. Well, it may hurt, it depends on how they change things. I'll go. Both of them, even if he was right in Biden, I think they're both too old to run, honestly.
No, Kamala.
No.
The two of them running with
I think they're both too old to run.
Right.
I don't think I would like to be at their age, let's be honest. The other guy that was in Florida. What's his name? You know, the governor. I can't think of his name.
You're talking about Santos?
There you go. I would have liked him for sure.
Yeah.
Now, again, that's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
At this time in politics, I'm not in it. But if I had to, I think I would take him. Again, I don't blame Hard not knowing it, because really any vice president is like a puppet of president. If the president dies, they take over.
Right.
But usually they're in the back. You don't hear from them.
No, you don't.
And that's the thing with Kamala. So what has she done? Well, she has done nothing, because Biden was running the country. She's a backup, I think, to him, right?
Yeah. Well, she's the one that she was the deciding vote on that. On
the break-in,
Right.
I understand that.
But what you know what's interesting, I found out, is that she was the first attorney general in the United States that mandated for police officers to wear body cam in the state of California.
Well, that's good to know.
I bet she didn't know either.
Yeah,
all those videos they're watching for police body cams and all that stuff.
Well, the phrases are almost. I think they're both full of shit, both politics.
Okay,
it's all politics. I think they're both. They promise you the world, they give you nothing. They tell us what you want to hear, right? You know, you'll see in the election. But I'll give you this, I'll give you that. Like, let's just use Trump for example. In the case, I'll cut tax. Well, you could cut taxes, Mr. Trump. You're not helping me. I'm not stupid. You're going to help you, the rich person.
Right.
It's not helping me. Maybe a little bit, but it's not giving me those tax holes. You understand?
Yeah.
The loopholes that so they all promise you we're going to do this, and then when they walk into office, what I always ask, whether you're black, white, what have you done for me in office? They ask me, what has Trump done for me? Honestly, I couldn't say it, but I like the idea. He was forceful that none of the countries fuck with us. Iran, China, he had a strong hand on that. He won after China as far as the debt goes. He charges 25% or something to that extent. I forget. You know, he has his ins and outs, but I'm just a basic Joe. I mean, you know, that's all I am. I'm just a.
But you know what? You know, since 2008, I've always pushed for the first woman president of the United States. Mm-hmm. In fact, when Bush was running against Gore, I was on in front of Madison Square Garden handing out flyers saying, first woman president of the United States in 2008, vote for the Bush. You know, because of that way, Gore wouldn't get him. So I've always wanted to see a woman president of the United States. For a simple reason, because I think a woman would have be a lot more compassionate to the young. I mean, to children. You know, they would deal with a lot of the social issues.
Yes.
Because you know, men don't really deal with the social issue the way I think a woman would deal with it. So I'm really hoping. I really hope that she would, if she elected president, would deal with that. You know,
it's you know, you always take for granted. Oh, she's in, she don't have a chance, or Trump don't have a chance. Honestly, you can believe what you want to believe. And to be honest with me, to me, it's like a 50-50 chance. Whether I want Trump in or not, it's irrelevant. It's what the people say.
Right.
And
will he accept the results?
Well, he don't have no choice in that. You're not going to have no choice. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But I don't like the party now bringing these immigrants in from all over. You got to close the borders. I think Trump had a right idea.
Right.
You got veterans in the streets starving. You got people like us, Americans, we're here now. We're just barely making it, we're making, but you're giving these people a carte blanche. I don't agree with that person. I earn my keep. Whatever, I never was rich. I do what I do to support my family just like you.
Right.
I don't agree. That's a big issue with me personally. Close the border fund. Stop bringing people in. I'm sure you're not doing the checks or make them vote just to get a vote. You don't know. You know. Well, like I said, you elect all your life. Whatever you do, you do. We're going to be on a microscope. You're special. You've been black all these years. You know the deal.
Right.
Oh, you know, that's come but change. That's for the better. It's slowly but sure, but it is happening. But you're still, why are we being humped against, treating us like second-hand citizens?
Right.
And you got people from other countries. You give them the green card. You give them this. You give them that. Sure, it's still poor, but they're living a lot better than wherever they came from.
Okay, my last question, Bill.
Go ahead.
What advice would you give someone about following their dreams and their goals?
Go for it. I would say go for it. It doesn't mean you're going to attain them. From a personal fact, there's a lot of things I wanted to be an accountant. I had the thing at the time.
That's the big difference from accountant to police officer.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't here. It was here, but it wasn't
Right,
here.
right.
I tried to went to school,
Right.
and I wasn't doing it. I had a good friend of mine talking about that. His name Michael Papacordi. He's a CPA many years now.
Right.
He's in Tampa. Very smart boy. When I was going out getting a piece of ass, he was studying. I didn't have schoolwork on the
Right.
I wasn't into school. It's not for everybody.
Right.
People say some people not college bound, they go get a trade and they do that. But I'm not getting off the track. Go for it. Go for the goal if you can. But if you don't, maybe you resent it. Now, sometimes you may not get that goal, whether it be financial, whatever the reason may be. But there's things I look back I should have done. I didn't do. Like I said, I had to think of being an accountant. I see people make a lot of money, but I didn't apply myself. And yet, I'm sorry, I did have the opportunity to go to school. I didn't do well in accounting. My friend helped me out. I just, it didn't happen. College is not for everybody.
Right.
College, but nobody handed me a free trip either. I paid my dues. Police officer over 20 years, you know that already.
Mm-hmm.
Vietnam. Tough trip, Vietnam.
Yeah.
I paid my due. I'm fortunate I'm still around at this age. I could have been dead from the war. I got wounded. I got hurt.
Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you. Yeah, I was hurt. I was in the hospital.
You're supposed to say thank you for being someone worth serving for.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for showing me what's serving for me.
See, I try to put it out there.
What? You're right. It's so long, 50 years ago, I'm not used to it.
Right.
To this day, in the States, somebody might come over. Maybe 5 years ago, an old lady said, "Oh, you in the week?" I don't we got talking about Vietnam. She came over and gave me a big hug. Gave tears to my eyes.
Wow.
I didn't expect 50 years later.
Wow.
But I knew she's my age on this, so I knew she could understand it.
Right.
And people's story come back, spit on her. Well, I didn't get to that point, get spit on all that. I didn't even realize that coming home. Because I wound up in the hospital St. Albans. I was pretty bad shape at the time, and I'm fortunate to be home. I'm glad to be an American, and that's it. But like I said, get off to the words of wise, the young people that are out there today. Go for your dream. Try. There's many more opportunities than when I was around. Otherwise, it's either living decently or flipping hamburgers. And don't learn the hard way in life, because we learn as we get older. We learn to experience. I myself, I learned much more, just not from my father. Well, speaking to older men when I was in my 30s and 40s, I learned I used to laugh at older people, believing us. They know have all the answers. But I sit back today, and sometimes I remember speaking to them like I'm speaking to you, and they were older people, older than me. I learned from some experience. I never forgot some of the things they taught me. Learn what you got to do and do what you have to do. And I learned, and it made me a better person. Like I said, God's been good to me. I've been around 76 years. I never was rich. I never was really poor. Little middle class in my life. We never had nothing, but I'm a survivor, and I'm grateful.
Okay.
Thank you for the interview.
Okay. With that being said,
my man.
Okay. Bill's a good guy. Good guy.
Thank you.
Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elderly, always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. Are we living good?
Yes, we are.
We're living good, and I hope you are too. If you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ollie Woodson, formerly singing the Temptation one song, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like Bill and I, make us feel like a king and never say no.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, and young man, get your passport. Okay? Bill, thanks a lot, my brother.
You're very welcome.
See you, okay?
You're very welcome. Always a pleasure.
Oh, and Calvin. Hello, Calvin.
Hope you learned something from this, Calvin.